What is going on, guys? Welcome back. And today, I'm a bit late to this, but the NBA trade deadline was a few days ago. I thought it was not going to be good at all, but it ended up being a banger. Starting off in the morning, we got a small little trade. The Nuggets trade for a fill-in for Mason Plumlee, JaVale McGee, and they end up giving the Cavs Isaiah Hartenstein in 2 seconds. Isaiah Hartenstein actually balled out, had like a near triple double in his Cavs debut. A great performance, but I still think that JaVale McGee is returning to Denver. Not that that's going to make a difference, but he's going to be solid backup for Jokic coming off the bench. And now, an absolute out of nowhere, Nikola Vucevic and Al-Farouq Aminu going to Chicago for Otto Porter, Wendell Carter, and a 2021 first and a 2023 first. Wow. I was just so shocked. What are the Magic thinking? They ended up shutting it all down. We'll get the other trades soon with Fournier and Aaron Gordon, but the Chicago Bulls win this deal by a mile. They get rid of Otto Porter, who's on a huge 1 year $30 million contract, which is expiring, obviously, 1 year deal. Wendell Carter, I'm not too sure what his contract is, but I think Billy Donovan moved him to the bench. But they get an all-star center, plus Al-Farouq Aminu, who will come off the bench. Just wow. Just wow. I don't watch the Bulls too much. But if I'm not mistaken, their starting lineup is going to end up being Kobe White, Zach LaVine. Is Patrick Williams starting at the 3? I feel like he would be. Or maybe Thomas Satoransky, Lauri Markkanen, and Nikola Vucevic. Playoffs. Those first-round picks are not going to be in the lottery. And if they will be, I will be absolutely ashamed of Chicago. If they do not make the playoffs this season in the top 6 seeds, that's a bit of a stretch for them. They haven't made the playoffs in the past 20 years. If they don't make the playoffs in general, then that's an absolute shame. Honestly, they need to make the playoffs after getting an all-star center. Now with 2 all-stars in Chicago, they need to make the playoffs. And then, of course, the next deal that happened, the Celtics get Evan Fournier for 2 second-round picks going to the Magic. Absolute unbelievable steal for the Celtics, in my opinion. A 20-point-per-game scorer coming off the bench. Made his Celtics debut last night. 0 points. Over 10 from the field. Was it over 10 from the field? 0 for 3 or 5 from three-point range. A terrible performance from him in his first game as a Celtic. But, of course, that's not gonna take over his whole entire career. He's gonna get back on pace. It's a whole new team, But an absolute win from the Celtics, honestly. 20 points per game score coming off the bench. Some depth is what they need, and they got it exactly with Evan Fournier. So a steal for me from them. And now, the Magic just bringing it all down. Aaron Gordon to the Nuggets for actually a decent return this time. Gary Harris, who has not been playing too well, and I think has been injured a lot. RJ Hampton, the rookie, he hasn't shown too much. And then also a 2025 first, which is more than likely not going to be too valuable. But you never know. But Nuggets win this deal. They get a better starting power forward. I'm guessing, I guess Aaron Gordon is a really, really solid player. I'm excited to see. I think he did do pretty good in his Nuggets debut, but I'm excited to see some lobs from Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic to Aaron Gordon. I need to see that. If you guys didn't know, Nuggets are my second team. Obviously, Miami is my first team, but Nuggets are my second team. So they definitely win that deal. And then another deal from the Chicago Bulls right after this. The Wizards get Daniel Gafford and Chandler Hutchinson. The Bulls get Troy Brown and Mo Wagner. Troy Brown Jr. and Mo Wagner, 2 not too great contracts, but I think that the Bulls still win this deal. Makes me think, what are the Wizards really doing? But the Bulls are making moves. They get another solid center in Mo Wagner and Troy Brown Jr., who is another solid player. I know I say everybody's solid, but they're good role players to come off the bench. So Chicago wins another deal once again. And then finally, my number 1 team makes a move. After a while, we get Nemanja Bjelica for Mo Harkless and Chris Silva. Chris Silva did not even he did play a couple minutes, but let's be honest, he's not been playing a single minute this season. Has not been doing too much. Mo Harkless has not been doing anything. A bust signing, honestly. So we get those two players out of Miami for Nemanja Bjelica. Opened up a roster spot or two, which made me think we're signing LaMarcus Aldridge. No, he went to the Nets, unfortunately. Yeah, went to the Nets. Hopefully we can sign DeMarcus Cousins. Hopefully. But a good deal for the Heat. He turns into their not starting power forward. I know the game last night was against the New York Knicks. I think Trevor Ariza started that game, but Oladipo has not been playing. He missed last game, but he's also gonna miss the game tomorrow, possibly the game after that too, which I'm praying not. But a good deal for Miami. Probably is gonna turn to the starting power forward. Now, a 3-team deal here. The Thunder get Austin Rivers, Tony Bradley in 2 seconds. The 76ers get George Hill, and the Knicks get Terrence Ferguson. The Knicks, I don't really understand. Terrence Ferguson is an okay player, but for Austin Rivers, who's been playing decently well this season, I don't really understand it. The 76ers do get a nice piece in George Hill, who is more than likely going to come off the bench, and they lose Tony Bradley in at least one of those seconds, maybe both. But the Thunder ended up dropping Austin Rivers, and the Bucks ended up being the leaders to sign him, but they just signed Jeff Teague, who was, Jeff Teague was actually traded to the Magic in the deal for Evan Fournier, but the Magic ended up releasing him straight away. And then the Bucks actually just picked him up, so now Austin Rivers is a free agent, and I don't see why the Bucks would pick him up after just picking up Jeff Teague. So I'm not sure where he's going to go, honestly, but whoever takes him is a solid pickup to me. And the 76ers also win George Hill, a nice piece to come off the bench. They only lose Tony Bradley, like I said, in 1 or 2 of those seconds. So a nice deal from the 76ers. Not too sure what the Thunder and Knicks are doing. But, yeah. Now, first trade here that I thought a Lowry trade was going to happen. The Raptors trade Norman Powell to the Blazers for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood's getting kind of old. He's like 28, 29-ish. But Gary Trent Jr. is kind of young. He's a nice he's a really good three-point shooter. And Rodney, it's like a young and old player, which is kind of confusing. But for Norman Powell, made me kind of believe that they could be trading Kyle Lowry. I did not think that they would not trade, that they would trade Norman Powell and keep Kyle Lowry. So I thought it was coming soon. Because then next up, Matt Thomas is going to the Jazz for just a second-round pick, which leaves me to believe that they're just giving out players like Matt Thomas and Norman Powell so that they could create roster spots to take in extra players for Kyle Lowry. Obviously, Kyle Lowry, it would not be just a one-for-one deal. It'll be Kyle Lowry for Kuzma and Schroeder and THT or Duncan and Avery Bradley and Tyler Hero. It'll be a 3 or 4 player deal. So they're obviously going to be creating roster spots, and I think that that's what they were doing to try to get players for Kyle Lowry. And then the trade deadline did not end, Lou Williams traded to the Clippers. Lou Williams traded to the Hawks for Rajon Rondo. Not sure why they did this. Rajon Rondo's kind of old. If they get playoff Rondo, it's a different story, because they're obviously going to make the playoffs, which is a main reason why they should have gotten him, which is a good deal for me. But Lou Williams is a really solid player. Sweet Lemon Lou. I think that the Hawks win this deal because the Hawks are not doing the best this season, which means they're probably not going to make the playoffs, which means they're probably not going to get to see playoff Rondo, which means there's no use of signing him, which means Lou Williams is a nice addition to the team, especially I said on the other channel before that Rajon Rondo was a good pickup for the Hawks because he would be able to mentor Trae Young, and I think that Lou Williams could do that exact same thing. So I really think that that's a nice pickup for the Clippers, but and the Hawks both. And then Terrence Davis to the Kings for a second-round pick. By this time, I knew Kyle Lowry was getting traded. You give away Terrence Davis for a second-round pick. You give away Matt Thomas for a second-round pick. You give away Norman Powell for a young player and kind of old player in Rodney Hood. But Kyle Lowry's getting traded 100%. Trade deadline ends. Of course, that's not where the deal ends. I get the notification. Victor Oladipo has been traded to the Miami Heat. I cannot tell you how much excitement just jumped inside of me when I saw that. Oh my god, I was just so confused. I was like, wow, just wow. I was hoping, because I'm talking to the podcast group, they're saying that we gave up Tyler Hero, and I just completely shatter. Like, I'm like, no way we gave up Tyler Hero for Victor Oladipo. There's no way. There's literally no chance. So, we wait till the information comes out. Kelly Olynyk, Avery Bradley, and a draft pick swap. Ooh, oh, that fell. What? Oh my god, let's go. Like, Kelly Olynyk, which we did not need him. We just traded for Bielitsa. He's our starting power forward, so we did not need Kelly Olynyk. Avery Bradley's not been playing too much. He's been out for COVID reasons, But still, he's not been contributing too much. That's a dub from Miami. Holy, that is A plus dub for Miami. Like, for Kelly Olynyk, who wouldn't even end up getting that much minutes because we just traded for Bielitsa, and Avery Bradley, who's not even been playing that much, and the draft swap, which I'm not really sure what it means too much yet, because I haven't gotten. I definitely, the information has come out, but I'm not gonna look all the way back. But does that mean that we get the trade with a draft swap with the Rockets? Because if that's the case, then we could literally jump up to the lottery. Because obviously they're an awful team. But wow, holy, that is a dub from Miami. Now moving on, Celtics get Mo Wagner for Daniel Tice. It's an okay deal for each team. Bulls get Daniel Tice, who's an okay player, and then the Celtics get Mo Wagner, who was just traded to the Bulls, so he's been traded twice in an hour. But now he's going to the Bulls, and Mo Wagner is more than likely going to start, maybe? No, he's probably... Is he? I actually don't know. No, he will not. He would not start. He would probably not start. But it's an okay deal for each team. The Warriors traded Marquise Chris to the Spurs for cash. They also traded Brad Wanamaker to the Hornets for cash. And then the last deal I think of the day was the Pels get James Johnson, Wesley Iwundu, and a second-round pick for J.J. Redick and Nicolo Melli. I do find this deal a dub for the Mavericks. James Johnson, I think, is he still on that $60 million contract? He might not be. Wesley Iwundu is a rookie? If he's not a rookie, he's still young, I'm pretty sure. But J.J. Redick and Nicolo Melli is nice. Nicolo Melli is a good pickup, I guess. Probably off the bench for Maxi Kleba or Porzingis. And then J.J. Redick is a nice addition to get shooters around Luka Doncic. So I think that is a dub for the Mavericks. But it was a nice day. It was a nice day. We're going to upload daily on the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tons of videos coming soon. Tons of videos coming soon. Make sure to check out the other channels link in the description. That's going to wrap up. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure that there's no limits. Peace.